Beamy, 26 tall dude, built like someone who played basketball once and then retired immediately. Live quiet life, coffee plus work plus sleep. Friends say I need to get out more. Translation, stop being single. Decide to go to my coworker's birthday party. Arrive late, holding cheap bottle of wine I bought just to look polite. Place is loud, filled with strangers trying to outlaugh each other. Spot her across the room. 5'2", dark hair, bright eyes, wearing leather jacket 2 sizes too big. Gesturing aggressively with drink in hand while telling a story. People around her are half terrified, half entertained. Chaos embodied in a compact human form. Friend notices me staring. Oh, that's Lily. Don't talk to her unless you want your ego destroyed. Challenge accepted. Walk over, introduce myself. Hey, I'm too tall, she interrupts. And you're too loud, I fire back. She grins like she just found a worthy opponent. Finally, someone with a spine. We talk. Actually, we verbally spar for 30 minutes straight. She calls me Giraffe. I call her fun-size menace. By the end, she's laughing so hard she snorts. Damn, you're not bad for a guy who probably hits his head on door frames. Heart has stopped working. Next day I get a text from unknown number. Hey, it's Lily. I found your phone number on the group chat. Don't be weird about it. Already weird about it. We start texting nonstop. Memes, insults, random 2 a.m. thoughts. She sends photo of her coffee with caption, fuel for my rage. She's perfect. A week later, she invites me out. Want to grab tacos and judge people together? Most romantic sentence I've ever read. Meet her downtown. She's wearing combat boots and a grin. Immediately tries to high-five me, but misses because I'm tall. This is discrimination, she says. We spend 10 minutes arguing about whether short people deserve step stools in public places. She's fire in a 5'2" container. Every word from her mouth either roasts me or makes me laugh. By the end of the night, my face hurts from smiling. Walk her home. She stops by her apartment door, looks up at me with mock seriousness. You're not bad, Giraffe. Might keep you around. Wow, lucky me. She smirks. Then, out of nowhere, stands on tiptoes and kisses my cheek. See you later, tall boy. Walks inside like she didn't just detonate my entire emotional stability. Me has stopped responding. Been 3 weeks. Still not sure how this happened. Pretty sure she just decided one day that we were dating. And I wasn't brave enough to disagree. First thing I learn, she's always cold. Doesn't matter if it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Tiny human ice cube. Constantly stealing my hoodies. Every single one now smells like vanilla and sarcasm. Second thing I learn, she's competitive. Everything becomes a challenge. Who can eat more tacos? Who can walk faster? Who can insult better? She once challenged me to an arm wrestle. Lost instantly, but accused me of toxic bicep privilege. She can't reach top shelves, pretends not to care, but glares at cupboards like they personally offended her. Every time she asks for help, don't you dare make a short joke. Didn't say anything. But you were thinking it? She's right. Shopping with her is chaos. She disappears between clothing racks like a gremlin. Hear her voice from somewhere in the distance. They have my size in stock, praise be. Startled, a poor old lady nearby. Despite her chaos, she's oddly soft sometimes. One night we're watching a movie. She falls asleep halfway through, curled up next to me, mumbling about pizza in her sleep. My heart does the Windows startup sound. Next morning, she denies being affectionate. You're hallucinating, Giraffe. You drooled on my arm. Battle scars. Date night, mini golf. She picks the pink ball and declares it her weapon of mass destruction. Proceeds to trash talk everyone on the course, including a 9-year-old. Loses by 20 points. Claims it's because the course was designed for taller people. Afterward, we sit by the river, eating ice cream. She looks at me, grinning. You're not as boring as you look, you know. Wow, that's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me. She snorts. Don't get used to it. Leans her head on my shoulder anyway. She fits perfectly there, like that spot was made for her. My internal monologue, well, guess I'm in love now. Later she texts me, had fun tonight. You're tolerable. This is her version of I love you. Heart still recovering. We've been together for 3 months. Things are good. Too good. Peaceful mornings, shared playlists, cute texts. Then one day, she snaps. Crime. I ate the last slice of pizza. Apparently this is equivalent to treason in her book. I was saving that. You said you didn't want it. That's not the point. Then what is the point? The point is that you should have known. 5 minutes later, she's hugging me and calling me dumb but forgivable. I don't understand this woman, but I'm afraid to ask questions. Argument number 2, I forgot her coffee order. You've known me for months. It's oat milk, not almond milk. Do I look like someone who drinks almond milk? Considering she's currently threatening to bite me, no, she does not. Buy her the right coffee. She sips it and instantly calms down. See? Was that so hard? Yes, it was. Argument number 3, IKEA. Decide to buy a bookshelf together. Relationship test.mp4. She insists on leading the assembly. I've got this. I'm a strong, independent woman. 5 minutes later, she's tangled in a pile of wooden panels. Refuses help. I don't need your tall person privilege. 2 hours later, we have a slightly tilted bookshelf. She looks proud. See? Told you we didn't need instructions. Books immediately fall off the shelf. Her rage is short-lived. Literally short. She burns bright for 5 minutes, then cools instantly. Like an angry toaster. After every fight, she apologizes first. Usually by headbutting my chest and muttering, I didn't mean to yell. I melt every single time. My friends ask how it's going. She's tiny, terrifying, and perfect. They think I'm joking. I'm not. Then one night, after another round of playful bickering, we end up sitting on the couch in silence. She's leaning on me, scrolling her phone. Suddenly, she says quietly, "You know, I get mad easily because I actually care a lot, maybe too much." Look down at her, surprised. She adds, "You're important to me, Giraffe, even if I threaten to punch you every other day." Wow, that's the most romantic death threat I've ever received. She laughs, hits me with a pillow. Don't ruin it. Kiss her forehead. She blushes so hard she hides her face in my hoodie. Tiny hurricane temporarily disarmed. That feeling when love sometimes sounds like yelling about pizza and ends with a cuddle. That feeling when I wouldn't trade it for anything. 6 months now. Things going great. My parents have heard about her. They love asking, "So when are we meeting your girlfriend?" Can't stall forever. Decide this weekend is the day. Tell Lily. She stares like I just declared war. Meet your parents? Like, officially? Yeah, dinner at their place. Just casual. Nothing about that word is ever casual. Spends next 48 hours panic prepping. Tries on 6 outfits. Makes me rate each one. They all look the same to me, and apparently that's the wrong answer. Finally chooses floral dress and leather jacket combo. I want them to know I'm polite, but could also win a bar fight. That's accurate. Arrive at my parents' house. Mom instantly loves her. "Oh my goodness, you're so petite." Lily forces smile. Yup, fun-sized, like a grenade. Dad nearly spits out his drink laughing. Good start. We sit down for dinner. Mom made roast chicken and mashed potatoes. Lily can't reach half the dishes on the table. I subtly slide things closer to her. She glares. "Stop babying me." Then immediately asks me to pass the bread. Classic Lily. Conversation going surprisingly well. Mom, "So, Lily, what do you do?" Lily, "Marketing. Basically, I convince people to buy things they don't need." Dad, "Capitalism at its finest." Lily, "Exactly. I'm part of the problem." They both laugh. Holy shit.jpg. She's winning them over. Then disaster strikes. Mom brings out step stool for dessert table. "Here, sweetie, so you can reach the pie." Lily freezes, smiles in that I'm about to commit arson way. That's very thoughtful, Mrs. Giraffe. I choke on my drink, trying not to laugh. Later in the car, she mutters, "If you ever bring up that stool again, I'm shoving it somewhere anatomically improbable." Noted. Overall, dinner goes well. My parents adore her. Dad calls her a firecracker. Mom says she reminds her of herself at that age. Lily turns to me in the car after. "Your family's way too nice. It's suspicious. You realize they just met you and didn't run away screaming, right?" She grins. "Maybe I'm losing my edge. Or maybe they just see what I see." She blushes, hides it with sarcasm. Gross. Don't get all sentimental on me. But she's smiling the whole drive home. My face when the tiny hurricane survived parental inspection. My face when I realized she might actually be the one. Been together almost 2 years. Our fights now last 5 minutes instead of 10. She still steals hoodies, bites my arm when I tease her, and refuses to admit she's adorable. Basically, marriage material. Decide it's time to propose. Start researching rings. Realize I have zero fashion sense. Google rings for tiny but terrifying girlfriend. Algorithm now thinks I'm in an abusive relationship. End up buying simple gold band with tiny emerald. Elegant, fiery, just like her. Keep it hidden in my sock drawer for 2 weeks. Heart races every time she's over. She once picked up my laundry and I almost had a stroke. Decide to propose during weekend trip. Her favorite spot, little park with fairy lights and a lake. Plan it all perfectly. Picnic blanket, her favorite snacks, soft music, everything. My anxiety, over 9,000. Day arrives. She's suspiciously cheerful. Keeps looking at me funny. You're acting weird. No, you're acting weird. That's my baseline. Fair point. We sit by the lake. Sunset, warm breeze, everything picture perfect. I start speech I rehearsed 400 times in the mirror. Lily, from the day I met you, she interrupts. Wait, I have something for you first. Pulls out tiny box from her purse. My soul leaves my body. She opens it. Inside is a pair of couple keychains. One tall giraffe, one tiny gremlin. She smirks. Now say whatever mushy thing you were about to say. Brain crashed. Okay, deep breath. Commit to it. Get down on one knee. Her eyes go wide. Oh my God, are you serious? Yeah, unless you want to propose first. She laughs, covers her mouth, tearing up already. You idiot, yes. Try to pull out the ring. It's not in my pocket. Panic mode activated. Pat every pocket like a malfunctioning robot. Lily, did you lose my ring? I think it's in your purse. She blinks, opens purse. Ring box sitting there. When did you... I swear I didn't... How did... We both stare at each other. Realize she must have accidentally grabbed it when she took my hoodie earlier. Destiny achieved through chaos. Finally put the ring on her finger. Fits perfectly. She's crying and laughing at the same time. You're lucky I said yes before realizing you lost it, dumbass. Kiss her. Crowd of strangers clap somewhere behind us. She flips them off lovingly. Drive home later. She keeps staring at the ring in disbelief. You really want to marry me? Yeah, I'm addicted to stress. She smacks my arm. You're an idiot. Yeah, but I'm your idiot. She smiles quietly. Damn right you are. My face when the girl who once yelled at me for eating her pizza now wears my ring. My face when I realize chaos never looked so perfect. Now we're planning a wedding. Me, let's keep it simple. Her, we're hiring a live band, 2 food trucks, and possibly a falcon. Her logic is beyond mortal comprehension. First big fight, the guest list. Me, let's invite 50 people. Her, 100 minimum. Me, babe, we don't even know 100 people. We will once I invite all my coworkers, their pets, and my favorite barista. We compromise at 80, which somehow turns into 120 later. She insists on designing invitations herself. Buys a DIY wedding kit online. Our living room becomes a glitter war zone. Spends 3 nights cutting paper, muttering, "This is fine," like she's in a burning building. Glitter on everything. Dog sparkles for weeks. Final product actually looks great though. Okay, maybe she's a genius. Dress shopping day. She brings her mom, her best friend, and me for emotional support. I'm not supposed to see the dress, but she claims tradition is a scam invented by Hallmark. She tries on one that's clearly made for taller people, disappears inside it like a toddler in a laundry bag. Sales lady nervously suggests a tailor. Lily, no, I'll just wear platform boots. Me, babe, you'll trip down the aisle. Her, then it'll be memorable. Can't argue with that logic. Fast forward to rehearsal dinner. Everyone emotional. Her dad gives a speech about his little girl growing up. Lily mutters, "Still little though," under her breath. Half the room bursts out laughing. She glares at me for laughing too. I'm in danger. Wedding day, sunny, perfect weather, 0 chance of survival. She looks stunning. Hair down, green eyes glowing, actual goddess energy. Me trying not to cry like an idiot. She walks down the aisle, stands on a tiny wooden block so she can reach the mic. Whispers to me, "Don't say anything tall related or I swear I'll tackle you in front of your grandma." Noted. Ceremony goes smooth until it's time for vows. I pour my heart out, talk about how she changed my life. She listens, trying not to cry, then clears her throat. I promise to always steal your hoodies, yell at you for eating my fries, and love you so hard you'll never recover. Crowd awes. She adds, also I promise to stop threatening violence when I'm hungry. Applause erupts. I'm marrying a menace and I couldn't be happier. First dance. She insists on wearing her platform boots. We still look like Gandalf dancing with a hobbit. Her, don't step on my dress. Me, don't stab my foot with your heels. We somehow make it through the song, cheering, laughter, champagne. She looks up at me and grins. Hey, Giraffe? Yeah? We actually did it. You sound surprised. I am. Then she kisses me like we're the only two people there. Later that night, everyone's drunk, tired, happy. She's barefoot, hair messy, still glowing. Leans against me, whispering, you know, marriage doesn't scare me anymore. Good, because there's no refund. Shut up. She laughs, then adds softly, thanks for loving me, even when I'm impossible. You make impossible kind of fun. My face when the short, stubborn girl who almost murdered me over pizza is now my wife. My face when the chaos turned out to be everything I ever needed. 29, husband to 5'2", gremlin turned wife. Life running smooth, work steady, marriage happy, plants mostly alive. Then one morning, Lily comes out of bathroom holding a stick. Stares like she just found an alien artifact. Anon, yeah, we're having a mini gremlin. Brain blue screens. Like, a baby? No, a Tamagotchi, obviously. She's grinning, but her eyes watering. Hug her before words even load. Fast forward to first doctor visit. Tiny blob on screen. Heartbeat louder than any metal concert. I tear up. She laughs. You're crying over a potato. That's our potato! She smirks, holds my hand tighter. Pregnancy era begins. Cravings. Unholy. Mixes pickles with ice cream and hot sauce. Claims it's culinary innovation. Mood swings like boss battles. 1 minute she's weepy watching cat videos. Next she's threatening to fight a door because it squeaked wrong. Still somehow adorable. Her belly starts showing. She stands next to me in mirror. Oh great, now I look even shorter. Nah, now you're fun-sized +1. Gets mock mad, throws pillow, laughs anyway. Baby shopping day. We argue for 20 minutes about stroller color. I suggest neutral gray. She demands chaos green. Guess what color we buy? Hint. It glows under sunlight. Delivery day comes. Chaos activated. I'm panicking. She's yelling at nurses. Don't you dare let him faint before I push this kid out. 5 hours later. Cry fills the room. Tiny hand grabs my finger. Lily, exhausted but smiling. Told you we'd make a cute one. She's right. Baby's got her eyes in my hair. Immediate heart melt. First nights, pure survival. 0 sleep, full love. We take turns staying up. Lily rocks the baby at 3 a.m., humming off key. I catch her whispering, you better be tall like your dad, but smarter. I pretend not to cry again. Months later, our home filled with diapers, laughter, and chaos 2.0. She jokes about needing a step stool just to hold the kid properly. One afternoon, I walk in and see her napping with baby on her chest. World suddenly feels quiet, peaceful. Snap a photo. Best thing I've ever seen. That night she looks at me. Hey, Giraffe. Yeah? We're actually good at this. You doubted us? Constantly. She grins. Guess I was wrong again. Kisses me softly. My face when the short girl who once couldn't reach a shelf is now the fiercest mom I know. My face when our chaos grew a heartbeat.